Hello and welcome back to another episode of Boston Bruins Franchise Mode, where today I'm doing a double header. So I did the scouting off season off camera. So now we're starting part one of the regular season. Um, so yeah, that's our plan, and our plan is to go for game about up till about when my team starts needing scouting, and then we'll pause there. So yeah, that is the plan. Um, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so let's. Okay, so let's start the party and let's start the stream. Again, double header tonight, double header today. Usually I don't do 2 episodes in one day, but I went ahead off camera and I did the scouting and I did the rest of the off season stuff. So now we can do part one up till about up till my first scout is done. So you can see I filled out the scouting, everything like this. And the first scout that will be done is going to be Sorokins on January 25th. So that's a date that we will stop at. So it's going to be a nice and short stream, nothing much. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. So right now we're thinking of extending a couple of players. So namely, I really like this Brandon Carlo extension idea. So roughly 85% of that is going to be 0.85 times 4.325 is about 3.6 mil. I believe I've already tried doing that. So I'll try 3.775 mil. Slightly more than 85%. We also have Nick Foglino here, but since I know that he will probably drop off in overall, I'll just sign him when the season's about to end. So the only person that we have to think about is Krejci here, but I think he will drop off by the time the season ends. And yeah, that is all. So let's just start the video. Yeah. All right. So game one versus the Islanders. We'll hop into a slow sim for this one. And yeah, we'll just first period 1-0 Islanders. Second period 2-1. And third period, we're heading straight into overtime. Hey Jack, we're back. We're doing part one, regular season, up till about January 25th, when my first scout has to scout. So it's going to be a short stream, but I just want to do some of the regular season, as I wanted to do a doubleheader. Here in game one, it is 3-3, And the scores have been Grizzlick, Marchand, and Tiny for us, and Bailey, Williams, and Dobson for them. So we're going to hop into this overtime. We have now 100 offense, 90 defense, 89 goaltending. It's a pretty fire team at the moment. Really like the team we have. I believe that we can repeat as cup champions, but right now it's just regular season part 1. I'm so glad that you're watching. I put Watermelon on the watch list. Also, tomorrow I will give you everyone's chemistry preferences, so that you can do the chemistry tracker thingy. And then based on that, we can also like add a stat tracker on like the next page of that same Excel sheet. So that'll be excellent. So 3-3, Tuukka with 2 big saves, Tiny, Pasternak. Tiny scores! Tiny with the game-winning goal. 4-3, Bruins win it. Let's go. We will take the win. So yeah, Jack, you should communicate with me. So on Discord, we will have to like update that chemistry tracker, as we've done some changes. So we'll have to do that tomorrow. I promise. I've been procrastinating on that one. So now that we win game 1, okay, Brandon Carlo also renews his contract, so that's good. So I made 2 extensions. So firstly, I extended Brandon Carlo for 2 more years at $3.775 million. Very team-friendly deal right there. And secondly, I extended Tuukka Rask for 1 year at $5 million. Another very team-friendly deal. Like, I was surprised when I see Tuukka wanted to sign for $5 million. But I suppose it's because he's getting up there in age and he's probably going to drop off in overall. But it was too good for me to decline. So yeah, let's do some quick sims now. Although we do have more time for slow sims, of course, because we're only going to be playing until January 24th. So let's go see Anaheim here, as they have Slim Shady. So 4-3 loss versus Ottawa. No, thank you. 5-2 loss versus the Devils. Not a great start to the season. 5-4 shootout win versus Dallas. 3-1 win versus Florida. And now we're up against the 4-1 Ducks. They're off to a hot start in their season. 0-0 in the first period. 2-1 Josh Manson, Cam Fowler, and David Krejci. And third period, again, OT, Bergeron and Marchand force the OT. So let's hop into it. Redoing Watermelon's career because he wasn't always on all the special teams, which was my fault. Oh, I see. We'll keep you posted in the Discord. All right. I pin-watched Watermelon to keep track with his growth and to keep track of when exactly we can trade for him. So yeah. I can't believe Marchand and Bergeron forced another overtime there. That should have been lost, but that's amazing. Okay, here we go. Can we win the overtime, though? Tiny on the face-off. He's now 97 overall, by the way. McAvoy loses a puck. Nikita Gusev, Slim Shady with the turnover to Tiny. Oh, but then Slim Shady takes it back. McAvoy, oh, what a takeaway by McAvoy. Pasternak, McAvoy. Tiny with a one-timer almost in. McAvoy takes a shot. Gibson saves it. We all know how good of a goalie Gibson is. He is amazing. Marchand and Bergeron now on the ice. Bergeron loses a face-off. That's a really rare face-off loss for Bergeron. Richard Raquel. Slim Shady now. Oh my god, Jukes. Brad Marchand takes a shot. Tuukka still down. And Anaheim scores. There's no way Tuukka could save that. Wow. What a goal. Let me just send the link here to another friend of mine. To Emilio. You might know him. Okay. I'm just glad that we get an overtime point there. Even though we might not have gotten exactly the full wins. Alright, so the next team I want to see is... I do want to see... Oh my god, Buffalo's undefeated in regulation. Let's go see them. 7-4 win versus Penguins, and they give us a trade offer that I don't want. 8-2 win versus Winnipeg. There you go. That's more of that spirit. 5-1 loss versus Calgary, and Fabian Lissel is already injured. That is not what you like to see. We'll get Chris Wagner to play. Nope, never mind. He takes off the +1. Maybe let's get Jacob Locko. Nope. Cesarnik can slot in there. So Harvick can slot in there. Wagner can slot in there. And we'll take care of it by getting one of these scratches, playing Oscar Steen. And he will... the guy that will replace in power play time. So Harrock can have some more ice time for the time being until Fabian Lissel is back. We'll add Luke Shen here. Oh, he's already there. Michael Stone. Whoops, we still have to get him on. Let's get Cam Hughes some more ice time. Extra attacker can be Wagner, I guess. And shootout can be, hey, Emilio. Hey, how are you, buddy? No worries, you can play while watching. This is just a short stream to do the first part of the season up till January 25th. So Buffalo is now 8-2-1 here in year 2. They are simming wonderfully for some reason. 1-0 Buffalo first period. Oh, and McAvoy and Pastrnak force another overtime. How many overtimes are we going to have this episode? That is crazy. This is already the 3rd overtime of the episode. That is insane, my man. That is insane. Okay, let's hop into this overtime, getting some nice gameplay here. Again, since I know I'm only going up till January 24th, that's why I'm more willing to go ahead with more of these slow sims and more of hopping into the games, because this is just to make it a nice double header for the day. As you know, I off season today in an earlier episode around 7 p.m. or was it 6 p.m. Tiny, oh, the pass didn't connect to Pasta. Had it connected, that would have been for sure a goal. But there you go, David Pastrnak. There you go. Snipe 4-3. But Bruins take it in overtime. What a win. I knew that was coming. Tiny to Pasta. Wonderful goal right there. As you know, we're looking to repeat as Stanley Cup champions. And we have the team for it. And Michael Stone has been injured as well. That is unfortunate. Let's just get Lewington here. Substitute him. Oof, -3. I guess it's because he's not really a defenseman, is he? Okay, well, that's all right, I guess. On the power play, I guess Lewington, he is actually a defenseman. He will hurt our team temporarily, but we have to put him there as injuries are rampaging over our squad at the moment. There we go. Okay, so the next team I want to see is a team like, I think Detroit has Coconut Hobbs in this franchise mode, right? Let me check. If Coconut Hobbs is in Detroit, then we'll go see Detroit. I also did add some more players to our watch list. My bad. I didn't mean to go on trading block. I meant to go on player search and then go on to watch list. I also added some new players, mainly the ones we traded. No, Emilio is on Detroit, but he's in the AHL still. So never mind, we won't see Detroit. Let's see here. We will go see. Let's go see Montreal, and then let's go see Colorado as well. We can also take a look at the draft class whenever that pop-up shows up. Fabian Lisseau is back in the lineup. That's great to hear. Yeah, just get Lisseau all the way back to the first line. And then we can put Fabian Lisseau here. We can put him here. We can put him over, nope, here. And then extras too, we can put him right over here. Here. And here. Oh, and also here. Fabian Lisseau is our main prospect in the AHL. 3-2 shootout loss. Michael Stone can just best lines it. 3-1 loss versus San Jose. Not the greatest start to the season. Even a 6-5 win. A close win versus a horrendous Columbus team. 5-2 loss versus Philadelphia. 5-2 win versus Detroit. Really not what I'm liking here. We're in the wild card spot at the moment. And 2 of those wins have been me. Okay, first period, Tiny scores. And then we get no scoring until the third period. We get Marchand and then Caulfield and Stahl force another overtime. Show lines. Sure. Sorry, it's just that like I showed them in an earlier episode. Here, let me see. I could exit this and then show you the lines by finishing up this game. It goes to shootout and Montreal wins. Okay, let me show you the lines right now. Okay, so here you go. So, Marchand, Stolars, Pasternak, +3. Hall, Bergeron, Krejci, +1. Senyshyn, Forsbacka, Carlson, DeBrusk, 0. Foglino, JKNHL, Curtis Lazar, 0. And on defense, Carlo, McAvoy, +1. Grzelcyk, Zaboro, +3. Burkinainen, Kevin Miller, +3. And then goalies are Tuukka and Jeremy Swayman. Special teams, power play, Marchand, Stolars, Pasta, McAvoy, Hall, DeBrusk, Krejci, Bergeron, Senyshyn, Grzelcyk. Stolars, Marchand, McAvoy, Hall, Bergeron, Krejci, Pasternak, DeBrusk. Foglino, Bergeron, Carlo, Grzelcyk, Lazar, Stolars, Zaboro, Grzelcyk. Bergeron, Zaboro, Burkinainen, Foglino, Zaboro, Grzelcyk. They're really good lines, to be honest. We won the cup last year. I'm not exactly sure what's going wrong at the moment, but stuff is going wrong. First period versus Colorado, 1-0 Bergeron. There you go. Team woke up. Curtis Lazar, Tiny Stolars, Bergeron, and Hall. 5-1. Game's over. 7-3. Bergeron scores a hat trick. Let's go. There's that momentum victory that we all need in our lives. There we go. Okay, next team that I want to see. Let's go see Seattle Kraken, who are 17-3-1. I repeat, this is not a drill. They are 17-3-1. That is insane. That is an amazing team, as now we're going on a run. Nice win streak up in here. Let's go see the draft class, though. Have a minute of pause. So far, what we've scouted, Josephson is medium elite. Zachary. Okay, later. 15 minutes de do. Koryaluk is medium elite. Zachary Leda is top 6. Some very nice prospects up in the top 15 or so. Ulf Arvidsson is a 3-bar top 6, so he should be top 6 as well. Let me go quickly by potential and just pin the guys that are like for sure studs. Okay, so starting by potential, these guys need to be scouted more. Yeah, there's no really guarantees besides Ulf Arvidsson is pretty close. Okay. All right, let's continue the sim. So, 4-3 shootout loss versus Vancouver, facing 23-3-1 Kraken, the best team in the league. This is going to be a tough game. If we win here, it's going to be a huge statement victory. But we lose 4-1. This Seattle team is really, really good. And Tiny Stolar's injured with a broken leg. Oh no, that is terrible news. Okay, that is just horrendous. That means he's going to be out for quite a long time. That's going to make things even tougher than they are at the moment. We only have Brett Ritchie to substitute here. Oh my, oh God, no. Why does it have to be, Tiny with a broken leg? No. That is awful news. That is one of the worst news I could have gotten all of today. That is really going to hurt us as he broke his leg. Not just a minor thing, but he broke his leg. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt us a lot. Now we're going to have some options to trade for at the trade deadline because we're missing our best player. That is terrible news. Oof. Extra attacker for now can be Brad Marchand. And shootout, Brad Marchand slots up, Paul slots up, Bergeron slots up, and the last one will be DeBrusque, I guess. Oof, that injury is really gonna hurt us long term. Blues have Watermelon, but he's 68 overall at the moment. Let's go see another very strong team, the Maple Leafs. They're number one in our division, so it's practically a must-win game. We just lost versus a trash St. Louis Blues. Okay, I am getting major concerns at the moment with this team. It is not looking so hot at the moment. First period, 1-1. Second period, no score. Third period, JK NHL with the game-winning goal, 3-2. Let's go. Get a nice win versus Toronto. Now let's get some momentum here. New Jersey, Dallas. Let's go see Anaheim, who have improved a lot. Now they're 18-10. We should beat Islanders here as Pavel Shen is injured. Head coach will just replace him. 5-4 shootout win. Again, there's too many losses here. The team's not performing as expected. The St. Louis Blues have fired head coach George Pandolfo. I'm not going to fire my head coach, even though we are struggling a little bit here. We're in a wild card spot. This is a tough game versus Anaheim and Slim Shady. First period, Adam Henrique shorthanded. Second period, Zegras. Krejci gets one, but it's not enough as we're really having a Season 2 slump right here. Or rather, I should say our division is quite tough this year. Okay, we are reaching the end of the stream. Let's go see Buffalo. This is a big divisional matchup. 9-3 win versus Pittsburgh. Come on, let's get some momentum off that win. 4-2 loss versus Winnipeg. Come on, let's get a win streak going here, boys. Come on. 6-2 loss versus Calgary. I don't understand what's the problem with this team. It's like you train them to do so well. First period, we get one goal from Senyshyn, but they get 3 goals from Tage Thompson, Middlestat, and Skinner. Second period, Patrice Bergeron. Third period, Nick Foglino forces an overtime, but we lose in the overtime, so it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. What is going wrong? I need to see the lineup ASAP. So let's just go up till this Vegas game, and then we'll call it a stream in terms of games. But there are changes I'm going to make. Rest assured, this is not going well. 6-1 loss versus Arizona. 6-3 win versus San Jose. Goaltending seems to be a big problem this year. As well, 6-3 and 4-2 loss versus bad teams. Goaltending. I had my eyes on goaltending. Marchand, lots of points, great plus minus. He's doing great. He's not the problem. Patrice doing well. Pasta doing well. Those aren't it. Look at this. DeBrus negative 11. Holy. Hall negative 4, just 27 points. Nick Foglino negative 8. Forsbacka Carlson negative 10. Senishin. This bottom 6 is god awful. Holy. Okay, there's some big changes we have to make here. Okay. Let's go see the defense. Okay, first pair is doing well. Second pair, Grizzlick is doing amazing. Let's put Grizzlick on the first pair for a change. It's this, oh my god, negative 18, negative 20. Okay, get out of here, Kevin Miller. That is horrendous. Let's get John Moore and see if that helps a little bit. For now, I'm not going to make a trade, but holy, it's really only been our top guns. The rest of the team is struggling out of the gate, and we don't have many resources here. Let's go see goalies. Tuukka, 886 save percentage. Okay, you're done. You're done, Tuukka. You are done for now. Let Swayman take the crease. You have been god-awful, and we're going to give you a nice rest. Okay. I am very shocked with some of these players and how bad they're performing. Looking at the AHL, there's really no one we can call up either. So I think we're going to have to make some trades here in the next episode. As the AHL, look at them. They're cruising. But the NHL, this is what I'm concerned about. So let's see if we propose a deal. Let's see who is JK NHL. JK NHL is a custom player for JK37 in the Discord server of data. So let's go see if we were to ship some of these players, because mind you, some of these players have been awful. I am not trading JK, obviously. -8 though. I feel like he wasn't ready for the NHL this year. I kind of put him in the middle of it. But really what I'm worried about, Urho Werkanainen, -20. That, I don't know whether that's grounds to trade him, because he is a good prospect. Zachary Senishin to -7. Connor Clifton hasn't played yet. There are some guys. Forsbacka Carlson, yeah. There are some guys that definitely, okay. Kevin Miller, I mean, you're out of the team. You're simply out of the team. That is just disrespect. Let's go send you to someone who wants you but is not good, like Florida. Let's get a pick for that. Give me a 4th rounder. Florida would be over the maximum league cap. Amazing. Okay, let's send you over to Montreal then. Give me a 3rd. More 45 skaters more. Okay. Islanders then. Give me a 3rd. Okay, Sweden the Valley just a touch. Give me a 4th and a 5th for Kevin Miller. Trade accepted. Thank you very much. There goes Kevin Miller. Okay. Next up, are there any other guys we really want to trade? Oof. I did not know. I should have paused the sim a lot earlier. See, it's funny because a lot of them are doing great. And then you just have select couple who have been awful. Jake DeBrusque, you have been really, really bad. Urho Workanainen, honestly, would be someone I'm willing to trade. With that -20, that is just god awful. Same with Forsbacka Carlson. Chris Lazar too was a -8, but he was so good last season. I don't understand why they're doing so bad this season when they were doing so good last season. It just doesn't make sense. Okay. I'm gonna Forsbacka Carlson, Urho Workanainen, just out of here. Out of here, Bello. Let's try and get a defenseman for him. Someone who's contending, someone who would want to give up a defenseman. Like another Killington wouldn't be bad. 15 points +1. 2-year Nikita Zadorov would be -2. Rasmus Anderson is on a great deal, ± of 10. Does he fit my lines? Yes, he does. Okay, give me Rasmus Anderson, who has a lot more value. Let's get it done, folks. Urho Workanainen, you're out of here. You're simply out of here. That horrendous, miserable. Like, that's absolutely unacceptable. Okay, next up. Are there any other guys? Maybe like Forsbacka Carlson, Senishin even, but I want them to go on their separate deals. As for guys who will not grow, Kozlov, sorry, my friend, but you're out of here as well. Still rejected. Okay, no worries. Let's add in low top 4D. What about that, Calgary? Trade rejected still. Okay. Take a pick, like a second round pick. What about that? Rejected, quite close to fair value. Okay. How about a second and a fourth? Trade accepted. Thank you very much, Calgary. Urho Workanainen, it just didn't work out. -20 for you in your rookie season. I hope it goes better in I hope it goes better in the I hope it goes better for you in Calgary, but I am very happy with that deal, as that gives us another nice defenseman, an 84 to be precise. So that's very, very nice. I can get Rasmus Anderson with the +1 with Brandon Carlo. That's really nice. Rasmus Anderson. Especially because he's locked in for so long. Grizzly, would he keep that +3? No, he wouldn't. So I like this a lot better. Zaboro, now the defense is a lot more solid with that trade, I would say. Now, next thing is offense. DeBrusque he's not been a second line caliber type player this season. And he does have a fair amount of value. That's for sure. 3-man PK, Saboro, Rasmus Anderson. Doesn't fit the PK, but that's okay. I am just shocked That Rasmus, that Urho Worknainen seems so bad for us, but I am happy with that deal. Okay, that makes our defense a lot better. Now, yeah, what if we package DeBrusque? Jake DeBrusque. Or actually, what if we could just get a second line forward with Zachary Senyshyn? That would be amazing, wouldn't it? So who's a guy that doesn't have too much value? Lundstrom has a lot of value. Lundell, Sam Steele, Mahura, Maxime Comtois even has a lot of value. Not sure Anaheim is the right team for us in terms of getting a second liner. Nikita Gusev. Okay, let's look at Arizona maybe. Clayton Keller has too much value. Dvorak, Fisher, Castle Schmaltz seems well, but he's on a bad contract. Let's try Buffalo maybe. Victor Olofsson is signed on to a big contract. I wouldn't mind Tage Thompson. That would be a nice pickup. 26 points with a +6, listed as a third line scorer, though. Interesting. Elias Lindholm, even 32 points. That would be a good second liner. Great contract for like 4 years. Fits forward line 1, though. Dylan Dubé fits forward line 1. Burakovsky wouldn't be bad. Fits forward line 1. Trying to see if there's any team with a good second line type forward that isn't too expensive. That's the main thing. Is if you're too expensive, then it doesn't really matter, as Tony DeAngelo has somehow soared back to 84 overall. Okay, EA. Morgan Geekie wouldn't be bad, but he's not a second liner quite yet. This is tough. This is tough. Tougher than expected. Cuba Leak would be amazing, but he's on an expiring deal. Tyler Johnson's terrible contract. No thanks. Brendan Hagel, more of a third line type guy again. Maybe we pick up one of our old friends from Colorado, like maybe Trent Frederick or Jack Studnicka. Nah. Nazem Kadri wouldn't be bad. I really don't know. I really don't know what I can get with Senyshyn. Max Domi is interesting, and he's simming well. Well, -5, but offensively, he's simming well on a terrible Columbus team. That would actually make a lot of sense if we were to somehow get him. That would make sense. I wouldn't mind Max Domi. That is a option right there. Tyler Toffoli wouldn't be a bad third line type guy, but he would be a rental, and he hasn't been performing well. This is tough, man. This is a lot tougher than expected. What can I say? I mean, Zadina has too much value. Jan Krog would be the perfect type of guy to have um, as like a third line guy, but he fits line number 1 again. Oof. Oilers, they have 2 Jesse Puljujarvis, one with a lot more value than the other. Maybe we'll take one of their Jesse Puljujarvis. 28 points plus 13 doesn't fit any of our lines, though, is the problem. Maybe Zach Hyman, 17 points, though, not that great. Oof, man. Okay, Florida is doing bad in this franchise mode, so it actually would make a lot of sense to pick up one of these guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love Duclair. I love Duclair. Does he fit? Fits line 1. Verghege fits line number 3. I can see, yeah, Henrik Borgstrom. Let's get Borgstrom. They would be over the cap. Oh, God. Why? Okay, LA. Adrian Kempe would be good, I guess. But he's been awful. Yeah, Alex Iafallo usually sims well, but nope. Oof, man, there's not many options. There's really not many options at the moment. Options could clear up. Zuccarello would be interesting, but he's too expensive. Maybe Kevin Fiala wouldn't be bad. 3 million. Simming quite well, 31 points. But he doesn't fit any of the lines. That is rough. I have a lot of bad contracts. Maybe the Habs. Oof, but I don't really want to trade him to the Habs. Although, gotta say, he's expiring. Nick Suzuki would be glorious to have. He's not even getting ice time. He maybe fits on the second line. Josh Anderson, Jonathan Drouin. Oh, man. Eric Stahl. Eric Stahl wouldn't be a bad rental. Man, this is tough. It is so tough to get a second liner and a third liner. Colton Sissons. He's more of a defensive second liner, but with that contract, 30 points. Hold up. 30 points in 47 games. If he fits line number 3, but that's a lot of value for line number 3. Nolan Patrick would be a good line number 3 type guy, though. Now let's go for Nolan Patrick. Let's go for Nolan Patrick as a line 3 type guy. And let's get Senishin here. And I guess some picks wouldn't be bad. Since we do want to contend. Maybe like a 4th rounder. What do you say to that? Rejected. Okay. How about a 4th and a 5th? Oh. 4th and a 5th. What about that, Nashville? Trade rejected. Okay. How about 2 4ths? Trade rejected. Okay. What about a 3rd? Rejected. Okay. What about a 2nd next year? That's getting a bit of value. So give me a 5th and a 6th back. Rejected. We are saving salary. Dude, I'm literally taking more salary than I'm giving you. That is EA logic at its best. Wow. Okay. I see how it is. That's crazy. Man, I just want a deal for a second line type guy. What about Michael McLeod? Wouldn't be bad as a third liner. Fits line number 4. Pawazaka, again, not bad as a third liner. Fits forward line number 1. Thomas Tatar. Expiring contract. Is playing well. No thanks. Islanders. From the Islanders, Jean-Gabriel Pajot. Oof, not simming well. Anders Lee would actually be an amazing pickup, but he doesn't fit. Kyle Palmieri would be a nice pickup as well. And he fits! There you go. Kyle Palmieri, I would be over the league minimum salary cap. Okay. Maybe if you retain salary. No, but making teams retain salary in this game is really tough. Maybe if I send someone with salary instead, like a guy like DeBrusque. What about just DeBrusque for Palmieri straight up? Seems like a pretty fair deal to me. They both have 1 year left on their contracts. I'm tempted. If you give me a pick as well, I would pull the trigger on that. Oh, what? They wouldn't even take it 1-for-1. Here I was thinking I could get a pick as well. Oh my god. This is... I mean... Maybe it's a sign that these guys aren't the problem, but I want to see if I can get a second line type guy. If it's even possible. Ryan Strome has a terrible contract, and he's not simming that well. Barclay Goodrow, on the other hand, where does he fit? Forward line 4, all power play lines? Oof, that's tempting. Even though he doesn't, Shido has been garbage. Chris Kreider, no, that contract is too bad. Maybe Ottawa will give me what I need. Maybe. They have tons of prospects. Ottawa is going to be a dangerous team in this sim. Oof. A guy like Chris Tierney would be good. 19 points, though. Shane Pinto, more of a prospect, though. I'm not really looking for a prospect. Barely any teams left to get this done. They also have the other team, Stutzla. Travis Konechny seems like a lovely person usually. Does have turn too, which is nice. Oscar Lindblom would be a sneaky pickup, but doesn't fit. Cam Atkinson, maybe. James Van Riemsdyk, no. Cam Atkinson wouldn't be the worst idea, but I'm not sure about that. Yeah, next team. Whew, man, I don't think this deal would get done. It's tough. Tough deal. Market is very tough at the moment. At least Pittsburgh doesn't have much value. Fourth line wouldn't be bad for the fourth line. Wouldn't be awful. Kasperi Kapanen. I don't know. I really don't know. This is not going as intended. Timo Meyer doesn't have that much value. 22, that's why. What about LaBonque? Nope. Terrible. Doing terrible. Nick Bonino. Oh. Lane Peterson, maybe. Oh, wow. Lane Peterson. Lane Peterson would be a perfect pickup for Zachary Senyshyn. Legit perfect pickup. He could, improve our team. Third rounder? What about that, San Jose? Give me, a fourth back? Another fourth back? What would you say to that, San Jose? Rejected? Okay. Just one fourth? Rejected? Okay. How about, a seventh? Rejected? Okay. Straight up? No. Oof. This is tempting. I don't know if I would do it for a second. Maybe a second rounder next year. Again, I would need a fourth back. 2 fourths back. Rejected. 1 fourth. Rejected. Straight up. Rejected. Okay, you're crazy then. You are crazy. I like Lane Peterson, but not for that much. It's funny because I thought you would be the perfect candidate. Do you guys have anyone else, maybe, that you're more willing to trade than Lane Peterson, even though he's not that great? Well, he's simming amazingly. Connor Sheary would be great for the third line. Would be nice. Yeah, Connor Sheary would make a lot of sense. 31 points plus 1. Connor Sheary, get on the team, boy. And I'll trade away. Can I do it with just Forsback or Carlson, maybe? No. Okay. Maybe if I do Zachary Senyshyn. He's also a third liner. Actually, what if I do Nick Foglino? Would you do that, San Jose? Nick Foglino has no value though, so that's unfortunate. What about Senyshyn? And then you give me picks back. A fourth. And another fourth. Trade accepted. There we go. We do get our move, and we do get our move. Let's go. Finally. We get another trade done. This time it's Connor Sheary. Does he just slot into the lineup, or will I have to call him up? Looks like I'll have to call him up, which is crazy. Why is Connor Sheary having to be called up? Well, anyway, we will call him up. Now let's get him into the lineup, where hopefully he can help out a struggling third line. He does fit, but it removed the +1. Out of these players, who's doing the best? I guess Curtis Lazar. Not really sure about that. JK removes the +1 from there. Okay, we can try this for a bit. And we can get Connor Sheary some ice time, some extra ice time. Because he does fit. What if I replace, yeah, that looks good. Because Foglino has been bad this season. So maybe that'll help him out as well. Get into the fourth line. Yeah, we can try this lineup in the next episode. But for now, that is it for this episode. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Actually, let's look at the draft class first. Or did I already look at that? No, I don't think I have. Cole Sillinger confirmed. Joshua Roy also confirmed as high top 6. Aturati, I believe I made him top 6. So. Okay, well, yeah, thank you so much for watching, and that's it. As we're sitting in a tough position, but hopefully the trades work out.